So feelings on yesterday's outing and how you felt out there?
Oh, I felt good. Being able to get back out there and on the field with some teammates behind you, facing some hitters is actually a fun deal, and it was fun yesterday.
You look at your career and it's had some serious highs, some serious lows. How do you balance that each and every year coming into spring training to try and either keep away from the lows or to get back to the highest point?
Baseball is a high and low game, but at the same time, you try to keep it more highs and lows. It's definitely a challenge, knowing and believing that I have the good stuff to be there, to be good. But at the same time, you have those days where you're a little, I guess, off, and it kind of shows. So just trying to stay more consistent throughout the year. Not having as many lows and more highs than anything is definitely a key.
Back in the day, pitchers kind of had to rely on feel, whether it be find their arm slot, to find rotation on the ball. Now there's so much analytics. Is it sometimes, try and lean on them too much as opposed to feel? Like, how do you walk that fine line to just know, where you are with your body and your rotation, as opposed to looking at video and really trying to replicate that?
Feel is the main thing. Because if you feel good, most of the time everything else is coming out. Everything else is doing the spin correctly. All your balls are doing what it's supposed to do if your feel is correct. So from there, if you have a good feel of your mechanics, of your arm path, of everything that goes with it, then everything else follows.
And when you look around this locker room and you look at the wealth of arms, what is it that you feel you need to do to stand out, to be part of that group?
Just be myself. I'm one of very few pitchers in this game nowadays who don't throw the 100 miles per hour, but I do have other stuff to compensate for that. That's the off speed. So if I can be myself, be able to throw 5-6 different pitches in the zone or out of the zone whenever I need to, in different counts, like whatever counts behind the count, ahead of the count, throw it whenever I want. I believe I can succeed doing that.
And you mentioned that the amount of pitchers that throw in the 100, and lots of years ago rotations were made up of different looks within a series. Given the strength of these arms, do you feel that's a tremendous asset for you to maybe slide in behind a Jake, behind a DeGrom in a series where all of a sudden you've got a different look?
Yeah, it's always an advantage to be different. Some people like the guys who throw 100. Some people like the guys who can throw that 93-mile-an-hour slider. At the same time, I will never be able to do that in my career. I'll never be able to do that in my life. So kind of taking what I have and fine-tuning it to make it the best I can be, I think that's what's going to play versus me trying to be someone I'm not.
And lastly, I've noticed this, that whether it's down at the sim game or down on the mounds here, whenever Jake or Max takes the mound, all the other pitchers that aren't on the mound are just sitting and watching.
Yeah.
What are you looking for, and what is it about the two of them that just makes even major league pitchers stop and watch?
What isn't it about them? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because they're two of the best pitchers in our generation of baseball. 5 Cy Youngs between the two of them, which is very impressive to see on one single staff. So just having the ability to even just watch them in practice, how they go about things, how they warm up, how they train, how they get ready for a game, how they pitch in their games. That just those little things are a big help to any of us young pitchers who want to be like them and have careers like them, even similar to them, even not even close, just a little snippet of what we can do like them. It's definitely a very big help.
Is there, for you, could there almost be a sense of intimidation, or are they approachable where you can walk up to them and say, in this particular bat, why did you go here, and what was your thought process against that bat?
Definitely. They're definitely very personable people. We can definitely go up and ask them questions, Granted, you don't really want to talk the ear off about everything, but when it's important and you kind of want to understand what they're thinking and what they're doing, then they're definitely open to helping you.